First and foremost, want to give praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, double honor to the apostles and the elders who rule at Great Millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Yakim to the four corners of the earth to pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom. Salaki, you know. This evening, I just want to touch on this video, you know, the crisis going on in Caracas, Venezuela, you know. The tribe of Asher, you know, they're starving, you know. And this is all leading up to a prophecy, you know. You know, the same thing happened to us, happened to our people in 70 AD when the Romans conquered Jerusalem, you know. A lot of people were starving down there, you know, eating our children, eating our belt, you know what I mean? And the same thing happened again. That's why the scripture said there's nothing new under the sun, you know. And this is judgment because most of these Latin tribes, you know, and the tribe of Judah, Benjamin and Levi, you know, and a lot of idolatry, you know what I mean, a lot of idol worshiping, you know. So this is judgment, you know what I mean. And the scripture say, you know, judgment begin at the house of who? Yahweh. You know, so this is judgment. You know, this gonna be coming to all the world because Israel is scattered in all the world. You know, so this coming to all the world, and this is economical crisis. You know, because since the takeout Chavez, you know, everything went haywire. You know, the economical hit Venezuela hard. You know, and Caracas have about over 5 million people, you know. Yeah, so Caracas is a big city, you know what I mean. And everything sky high, you know, inflation, everything up sky high, you know. Yeah, so they got food shortage, you know what I mean. And the Most High said judgment begin at the home, so the Most High break the staff of the bread, you know, and this is gonna get worse, you know what I mean. And then these devil gonna come down there and bring the microchip. These people can take this microchip easy because these people starving, you know. But like I say, you know, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you know, y'all need to repent, you know, and turn back to who? Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, your true power, turn back to your heritage. You know, it's not Venezuelan, you know. It's not American. It's not Trinidadian, it's not Jamaican, you know. It's a Hebrew Israelite, there's your nationality. The Hebrew is your tongue, your language, and Israelite is your nationality, you know. But in Jeremiah 17:4, you know, we discontinue from thy heritage, you know what I mean? Yeah. So this is the Most High judgment on the tribe of Israel, you know. God, the scripture said judgment begin at the house of Yahweh, you know. So like you saw, that's, you know what I mean, run this video just you know, for edify the elect, you know, that the famine come in, you know, you know, the Most High gonna break the staff of the bread in all the world because Israel dwell in all the world, you know, and these famine come in, you know what I mean. This economy gonna crash, you know. You know, they already have food shortage because most of the food that we eat today is GMO food, you know. So they already have food shortage, you know. So repent, Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, repent and turn back, you know. I'm gonna start run this video, you know. Start off from the top.
She digs in a trash bag left on the curb in search of food. She hopes to find something. Adriana Sanchez is 19 years old. She holds her 7-month-old daughter as she digs in a trash bag left on the curb in search of food. She hopes to find something, a little leftover piece of bread, maybe some vegetables. Sanchez also has a 3-year-old son and works cleaning houses. A single mother, she says her husband was murdered, and this is the only way she can feed herself and her children, even if it means getting sick.
Bueno, una vez que me Well, once I ate some rice that had worms in it, and I got stomach sickness. I did not notice it, but now, well, I'm going to check before I eat it.
This is everyday reality for the poorest in Venezuela. The country's economic crisis has turned into a humanitarian one, leaving people more and more desperate. Jose Godoy is an unemployed construction worker. He says his hungry children cry to him, asking for food, and he has no choice but to hunt through the trash with many others.
There are thousands of us looking through the trash to eat. Thousands, not one of us or two or four. There are thousands who are on the streets looking for something to eat to survive. If they sell something to you, they sell you 2 flour breads or a bit of rice. Sometimes when you line up, there's nothing left. You have to go home without anything.
A Venezuelan living conditions survey found that nearly 82% of Venezuelan households were living in poverty last year, compared to 73% in 2015. According to the survey, 3/4 of Venezuelans interviewed lost an average of 9 kilos over the past year because of lack of food. The Venezuelan government has refused aid from international organizations, including the UN. That's hard to swallow for people like Sanchez and Godoy, who now have no choice but to scavenge for food to survive.
Yeah, so this is judgment on the tribe of Asher, and also on the tribe, mostly it's on the tribe of Israel, because the Most High said judgment is gonna begin at his house, So this is 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh, and this famine is part of judgment. You know what I mean? This is Psalms 105 verse 16. He said, moreover, he calleth for the famine upon the land. The Most High called for the famine upon the land, And this not only happening in Venezuela, and a lot of other parts of the lands that are famine, There are famines going on, So, like I said, this is going to come to all of the world that Israelites dwell in. Wherever Israelites dwell in, this destruction coming, because, we in that time, the judgment, The Most High can judge this earth, righteously, He said, moreover, he calleth for the famine upon the land. He breaketh the whole staff of bread. He breaketh the whole staff of bread. They got food shortage in Venezuela, in Caracas. I tell you, it's over 5 million people living in Caracas, Poverty high sky day, The economy system collapsing, Price of bread real expensive over there, So the tribe of Asher, they gotta be eating out the garbage, Yeah. And they're gonna start this gonna lead to cannibalism, And then these devils gonna come in there with a microchip, So you Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, you gotta repent, turn back to your true power, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you Venezuelan, you are the tribe of Asher, Gotta repent and turn back, come out of idolatry, Heavy down there in the Latin tribe, idolatry. Even in tribe of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi too, it's heavy, Idolatry, man-made tradition, So lucky. This is 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh, and if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh? So we gotta obey, we gotta obey, we gotta turn back to who Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we gotta repent, Clearly you see actually eating out to the garbage there, There's a very low estate we is, and we the royal people, and look at the estate we in, Most High judging us, Look at the estate our people in, eating out the garbage, Yeah, to survive, Because the scripture says, curse be he that trusted in man, You know what I mean? They trusted in the system, and the system failing. And the system failed. The system can't even provide for them. You know? Yeah, so to say you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you need to repent and turn back. You know, stop trusting in these systems. These systems gonna fail. You know, all these economic system gonna crash. You know. Yeah, so this, like I said, this coming to all the world. You know what I mean? This famine coming to all the world. So gotta repent, Israel, and turn back. You know what I mean? Come out to the wicked mindset of this society. You know, and turn back to your true power. You know, and with that, I want to give our praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. You know, me double honors to the apostles and the elders who rule at Great Millstone, and a blessed salutation to the Akim, to the folk and the earth, to pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom.